some snake rattle and roll in progress.
So how did you guys, the two newcomers here, how did you find your SGL experience?
It went about as well as I could have expected. Really, I was just coming on here basically to get better at platforms. I really think just getting through the goals, learning all the goals, it certainly improved some of my skills for sure. Yeah,
Cool.
this is definitely fun.
Cool, I'm glad you liked it.
Yep, I definitely agree with that.
Is this last Christmas again?
Yep, it again.
At least Rainwave is somewhat limited in the ways that we can be trolled. Modern jukeboxes, like, have access to, like, weird stuff. Like, you'll get, like, the theme song to Frasier, and you can just cue that up 20 times and leave the bar.
I just exploded that foot.
Does this work? There we go. Okay. Get in the door. Get in the door.
So yeah, snake rattle and roll, isometric platformer.
There I go off the edge. Woo.
It sometimes gets compared to Marble Madness, though it's quite a bit more complex than that, and it's less rampy. Marble Madness is full of ramps. There's only ramps in this when you get to the final few levels, then it's full-on Marble Madness mode. But the fact that you can jump and shoot makes it a pretty awesome game. The goal in each of these levels is to eat a certain number of nibbly-pibblies. That's what those things are called. Nibbly-pibblies. And eventually you weigh in on the scale. You see JLo right there was standing on the scale. Oh, Dragondarch just triggered it. Once you get fat enough, you get enough snake segments from eating nibbly-pibblies, and you can land on that scale, and it will open the door for you, and you go on to the next level.
And they have different values based off of color.
Right. The yellow ones are worth 3 points. The ones that are the same color as your snake are worth 2 points, and the ones that are the opposite color from your snake are worth 1 point. And it takes, I think, like 7 points worth of 7 pibbly points to weigh in on this scale. Most of the other scales are 13 or 17.
2 bombs in a row, really? I'll take that one.
Yep,
Yeah,
and
nibbly pibbly.
this is a really random game. See, as you see the pibblies come out of the dispenser, there's some chance that they'll turn into a bomb, and you won't even be able to pick it up at all. So maybe about half of them or a third of them will just straight up turn into a bomb. And then the color is also randomly determined. So this is a very RNG heavy speed run for the levels that you need to actually eat pibblies out of the dispenser. Most of the levels, though, you can find all the pibblies you need from fixed drops under these manhole covers, these manhole lids. You can walk on there and find pibblies under there. So for level 1, 2, 3, and I guess 4. No, for levels 1, 2, and 3, you can just get all the pibblies you need from there. Hint, hint, guys.
There's also a warp that you're
So
not
strong.
allowed to take.
Right, yes, there's warp. There's a warp in level 1. If you go really fast from the beginning of level 1 to the end of level 1, and you don't lose any time, you can just barely catch a rocket ship that's blasting off, and that takes you to level 8. But beyond that, there's other warps. A bunch of the levels have warps to other places in the game that are not quite so drastic, not quite so big a jump. But what they're doing here is trying to beat the first 4 levels warpless, I think.
It says 3.
3, it says 3?
It's the first 3.
First 3.
Oh, that's a spike.
Wait, so that means I must have, last time we did this, I changed it to just 2 levels?
I think so.
This was used as a mystery game, and we ended up changing it during the practice period because people weren't getting to the last level.
Yeah, it was the kind of thing where just the two players just couldn't grok the isometric perspective.
Yeah, up takes you up right, left takes you up left, down takes you down left. It's, 45-degree angle thing. But once you've made that mapping in your head, then it's just a matter of sort of trying to read the terrain, because, this game does its best to try to represent a 3D world in 2D, but, you have to sort of parse it mentally to understand what you're looking at. It's not completely obvious sometimes how the different platforms are related to each other spatially. You cannot jump when you're on water, by the way. You can only jump when you're on dry land, so that's why you see once the characters get in the water, they have to, or once the snake gets in the water, he has to kind of skid along to find dry land again.
Oh no, gotta swim, gotta swim. Sharks.
Yeah, and if you go all the way out to the main water, a shark comes after you. It looks like a bear trap and it makes the jaws sound. But yeah, beating 3 levels was pretty difficult for the players who did this in the mystery game. We'll see if anybody today can do it.
Oh, that's an edge.
Yeah, finding the boundaries also becomes a bit of a challenge, because you never know when you're jumping in a direction whether you're going to just plummet off the face of the earth.
Yeah, it's not so bad when you're walking around, but once
that's
you get up
also
in
an
the
edge.
air, you have to really be familiar with the controls and how far. If I hold left for this long, I'll travel this far, and so I know I'm above this square. But when you're just starting out, you don't have that sense.
Right, yeah, there'll be places where it's like, I've got to do like a knight's jump. I got to go 2 this way and 1 that way, and then to just do that, mentally, just have the muscle memory to do it, just takes a little getting used to. Snakes all start out with a really short tongue, but there are these little power-ups that it looks like a rectangle with a fork in it. That's a tongue extension. Tongue extenders. Oh, we just got bit by the shark.
Oh man, I'm 2-minute improvement on stage 1.
That boost that you get from the shark, I wonder if you can use that to reach things. I'm just thinking now how there's a power-up somewhere in level 1 that you can't reach normally. And I always wondered how you're supposed to get it. Maybe that's the answer. Maybe you're supposed to get boosted by the shark. Interesting.
Okay, guys, I'm out for now.
Alright, see you later, Ark. Thank you for doing the timing today.
Yeah, no problem. You guys have fun with the mystery game.
With
Or
the bonus snake.
game, I mean.
Sneaky snake game. There, if you look on J-Lo's screen there in the top left, he's about to get a tongue extender. He just got it.
Jeez.
No way! The 4th version of Last Christmas.
Wow, he had 4 versions of it. Cool.
He's waffle hard at work.
This game will be at AGDQ. I will be running this with PJ. PJ and I will co-op this.
Oh god.
Fun stuff. We've practiced it a bit. It's we practiced it together because we actually live near each other, and it's interesting. Once you add 2 players, it gets very laggy and some very funny things happen. So it will be a very entertaining run. I guarantee you. And I'm hoping I can get a sub-11 run solo, a sub-11 one-player run before that happens too. How does co-op differ? Okay, well, one of the advantages to co-op, one of the reasons why technically it should be faster, is because both snakes will weigh in on the scale. You both get on the scale at the same time, and overall you need to eat fewer nibbly-pibblies in order to make that happen, because, you know, you have, like, each snake comes with one segment already when you start out, so having 2 snakes just gets you closer to the limit, because they don't, you know, increase the limit or anything. Also, the pibbly colors, the pink ones give the pink snake 2 points, and the blue ones give the blue snake 2 points, but vice versa, you only get 1 point. So when you have, when you're playing co-op, you can actually have the snakes try to eat the pibblies that match their color, and that's, you know, makes things slightly more efficient as well. The final boss is sort of a mashing-based boss. It's how fast you can mash at him affects how quickly you kill him, because he recovers his health over time. In fact, I think all the feet in this game and most of the enemies will recover their health over time. So having 2 people to mash...
Oh no, what is... It
helps.
just reversed the controls.
Yeah, you got the reverse power-up. There's like a troll power-up that reverses your D-pad.
I was gonna say power up, huh?
It's a power-up, yes.
I don't know what this clockwork thing is that I'm getting stuck in my head, but whatever.
The clock thing?
Yeah. it
Extends
kinda
your time?
sticks in your head.
The little
Oh, we've got Dragondarch in...
what is that even called?
Oh, wow. Wait, what's what?
What is the name for that thing you spin on the back of the toys and they start to walk?
Oh, like a wind-up?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I call it the wind-up power-up or the speed power-up.
A winder.
Yep, that doubles your speed. Very useful in a speed run. It lets you make some jumps that you wouldn't be able to. If it didn't take so darn long to spawn, you would probably use it everywhere, but there's some places where it doesn't help enough to be worth getting.
Holy hell, my tongue's long now. Ooh, no, that's not where I wanted to go.
Yeah, Dragondarch there is a perfect example of, like, where in space are those platforms?
Yeah. Oh, I'm like
He doesn't have
one
enough.
pibbly away.
When you have enough, your tail will begin to flash. The final segment of your tail will start to flash if you're
Oh, okay.
if you've got enough. I'm surprised
There we
nobody's
go.
found a bonus game yet. There's bonus games in this game.
Oh, no! Damn it!
Certain deaths don't cause you to lose tail segments. Getting
Yes,
stomped by
I
the foot
finished.
does. Whoa, Dragondarch actually finishes. Ba-bam, at 6 minutes and some change. 6:11.
What's your record for this game?
Me, I'm somewhere in the low 11s. 11, 17, I think.
Is that all stages, or is that would be
All stages. That's no warps. With warps, just over 6 minutes. The with warps run, you go from level 1 to level 8, 9, 10, and then final boss. Neat.
Oh no, bomb!
So if you want to compete with the 2 people who did this goal last time, you should aim to do just the first 2 levels.
Mhm.
And the time you're looking to beat is about just a tiny bit over a minute. Yep, 1 minute and 1 minute .24.
I exploded.
Yeah, there's bonus rooms in, I think, all 3 of the levels, and all 3 of the first 3 levels that you're playing here. Actually, even the stage that Dragondarch is on now has a bonus level in it. They're just hidden under these manhole covers. Oh man, Ghostbusters is so catchy, it's hard for me not to hum along to it.
Yep.
Oh, jeez. Will you stop? Farming some nibblies. Oh, not you.
So it took 6 minutes to beat the 3 levels, but the final times on 2 levels was just over a minute. So it seems like level 3 must be the really tricky part, huh?
More farming is required. Not bombs.
Yeah, that's the thing. This game will just give you bombs.
Ay, ay, ay.
And you run right up to him. Yeah, just like that. You run right up to him like, hey, I'm going to eat this. And then bam.
Then boom.
Just wait for him to sprout legs, I guess.
Another thing that's just a minor optimization, if you want to be a hardcore Snake Rattle and Roll speedrunner, is that the tongue shoots out the moment you let go of the B button, not when you press it. So you can actually press it ahead of time. You hold the B button normally, and the snake walks around with his mouth open, and then when you want to grab something, you just take your finger off of it. That lets you grab things just a little bit faster. Because I know you guys are down to the point where you're trying to shave frames off your Snake Rattle and Roll time. Yeah, level 3 is where they start to introduce spikes and pits. Yeah, that's where the game sort of gradually introduces new elements to you, and then it just goes all out and just throws everything at you at once. It like looks like it's trying to, you know, hold your hand for a while, but then it's just like, haha, screw you.
Okay.
Completes level, alright. 625, a little bit more than what Dragondarch took. He did 611 on his first run through.
More nibbly pibblies.
Yeah.
Get over here.
A lot of the time comes from just knowing where to get the nibbly pibblies from, because you can get all the pibblies you need on all 3 of these levels just from fixed drops. So that one that Cards of the Heart's getting, and there's another one right there. Boom, there's 2 nice easy yellow ones, and there's one more yellow one right near the exit.
Nice.
On level 2, you can grab the first 2 manholes right at the beginning. There's 3 points right there. Then the next one you run into is a yellow, and then there's a yellow somewhere later in the level, and that's all you need.
This is, of course, assuming you don't get hit.
Right, oh yeah, you don't want to get hit. Don't get hit, man. And the best part about it is all these nibbly pibblies are trying like hell to get away from you. So they're doing their best to troll you.
Yellow. Oh, don't get stuck under the level. Come on.
Like, they're pretty spastic in this. They'll just run around all over the place and just, you know, despawn themselves eventually. But the ones in the later levels are even worse, because they have like helicopters and wings and stuff, and they'll sort of hover a little bit out of reach and look like, you know, you might be able to get them if you really tried and jumped off the edge of this ledge. You might be able to get some like suicide, you know, pibbly grabbing, but then at the last minute they'll just jump out of the way and, you know, completely leave you in the dust. So the AI in this is pretty decent, for the pibblies at least.
Oh no, I
Why
had
did I
enough.
get the... Oh, I got the reverse controls. Give me a break.
Yeah, the reverse control is right there. Boom. Cards of the Heart's got to hold the opposite direction on the D-pad now. And of course it'll wear off at some inopportune spot when you don't expect it.
Is there at least a cue for when it's gonna wear off?
There is not. It's just like, you finally gotten used to the reverse controls. Surprise. They're gone.
No way. There cannot be 5 different versions of Last Christmas.
Oh, there's a 5th version now. Oh my god. This is on a Commodore
Like,
64
is this
Christmas.
Yeah, I think they've all been different.
Yeah, they have been different. Huh? Let's see. Those toilet seats that you see running around are called crazy seats. With a K. Crazy seats. Very eager
That's-
toilet seats.
It's apparently created by K. Rool himself.
Or Ed Boon.
Yeah, Rare doesn't make games like this anymore.
Oh, I wasn't even making the Rare connection. I totally forgot this is a Rare game.
Yeah, it's a Rare game. Mm.
Ah, that's a clam.
There's a bunch of really obnoxious things, like some of the one-ups will just randomly turn into bombs. I guess not randomly, it's fixed which levels it's going to happen, but the one-up will just like, it'll look like a one-up, and you walk onto it and it explodes.
Wow, solid 323 from Cards of the Heart.
Hey, there we go. That's quite an improvement. He almost cut his
That's
time in
getting
half.
That's getting there. I'm almost tempted to run this. Almost.
Dude, you really should. Run Snake Rattle and Roll for sure. It's a short game. You can beat it in 11 minutes. Come on.
You can say that about Gauntlet too.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'd rather run Gauntlet than this. I mean, assuming I didn't already know how to run both, I would say. I would say Gauntlet's probably the easier speedrun. Yeah, the difficulty ramps up pretty steeply.
Oh, jeez. These mushrooms. What are you doing?
That. I can't. Oh. Don't get eaten by a shark again.
There we are.
That's a clam. I already know that. Just give it. Here, you.
Bonus game of Swords and Serpents. Yeah, I suppose the bonus game could be anything, but I'm not even sure what I would pick for Swords and Serpents. Maybe fighting the final boss or something.
Or those guards. You just run up to the guards and hammer the button.
The game for next week will be announced. After this show is over, I'm gotta do some cleanup stuff, and then I will post the, well, I have the goal. I think I know what game it's going to be, but I just gotta make sure I test the goal and it works and it doesn't need any revision. And then I will post it sometime this evening. It'll probably be within the next 2 hours, I think.
But to be more exciting, we're gonna say it's a mystery.
It's a mystery.
You'll have to tune in later to find out.
Mystery game.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't use that word actually if we're gonna.
Right. It's
Try
a
to
mystery
differentiate.
bonus game.
Not grabbing that this time. Oh no, that's a clam. That's a bomb.
Get 14, 14, 14 stats. That would be a good goal. It'll just be character rolling.
Oh no, I died.
Oh,
flashing,
such
though. I don't
wonderful
care.
ideas.
I guess we'll have to make the decision of how fast they press the button. They might go past the perfect stats if they hit it too fast. That kind
That's
of
true.
decision making is exactly what we look for in goals for SGL.
Yes, sub 3.
Yeah, whatever.
There we go. We got a 259 and a 239 on this. Nope.
How? I gotta keep playing this? Ouch.
I believe how this works is as long as you can take it.
You don't have to keep playing it. Yeah, it's just keep going until you've had enough of this game.
And yeah, this is definitely fun. I'm actually a big fan of isometric games, so this definitely goes right up my alley.
Yeah, this is a really cool game. But you know, there's a bit of RNG involved in speedrunning it, but it's, you know, it's manageable.
Oh, as if I've ever been dissuaded by RNG games when I run games like Tetris Attack and Pokemon Puzzle League.
Right.
You know, that's
Right. My foot.
really. Come on, come on, come on.
I've been trying to think of a joke about licking feet this whole time, and it just hasn't. Can't do it.
No, back down bottom. Shark.
That's no point to keeping that going. Come on, get back here. Thank you. Oh, give me a break. Alright.
Oh yeah, getting hit by the guy just as you're going through the door, that'll happen. If you're coming down from a jump and you land on him and the door is open, you can get in, but if you're already on the ground, yeah, it doesn't count in your favor.
Get back here. Yeah. Oh, mushrooms.
Oh, the speed power up on level 2. Have fun with that. I experimented with getting that in the any percent run, or in the warpless any percent run. But that's one of the speed power-ups that I did not find to be helpful, because it takes so long to spawn. And because your jumps are a fixed height, you always spend the same amount of time in the air, so in a lot of places the limiting factor is not the distance you need to travel, but just the amount of time you need to spend doing enough of the jumps to gain the, you know, the vertical distance that you need, which is the case for the latter part of this level here. After the snake eats the pibblies, he spits out the parts that are not pibbly things. Because you notice the pibbly is a sphere, but once it spawns, it grows a spring, or it grows legs, or wings, or a helicopter, or whatever, depending on what level it is. It grows little pieces to help it get around, and supposedly what you're spitting out is that. Because the stuff you spit out looks a little bit different depending on the level. So he's just spitting out pieces of the spring coil. In the fish level, he spits out the fins.
A little more.
Oh man, bonus stage.
I need more. Come on.
All these pibblies.
He found a bonus level.
I'm in the floor? Or not?
Oh yeah. You're in there. Oh, smashed. You lose all your pibbly points when that happens, but he's already got the door open. You can actually get to that from this other place from above instead of below. That door at the end of level 3.
I feel like I've heard this song before.
Not there. There. Nope.
Well, no, I mean from one of the stairs. No, one more step up.
There we go.
I'm looking at the title, and
Yeah.
it doesn't seem like anything I should recognize.
Amazing. All of these levels have I guess, adjectives that describe them. Like amazing, outstanding, fantastic, superb.
They're very inspirational.
Yes. Makes me think of the Super Mario World bonus stages. Special world. Mondo.
Funky.
Funky. Outrageous.
Groovy.
Way cool.
Tubular.
Tubular, dude. I think they should have called one of them Not Bad.
Pretty okay.
Get back here. Get back here. No, don't go off screen. No,
Gnarly.
please do not go
There's a
off screen.
gnarly. I don't think there's a radical.
Do not go off screen, please. Damn it.
I forget exactly what the names are.
I just died? I don't even know what just happened.
Yeah, it's... Okay, it's sort of tricky the way the game detects if you've fallen too far. Sometimes it doesn't recognize that you've touched a ledge, and it doesn't reset the how far you can fall counter. And I have no idea what causes that. Like, my muscle memory knows how not to make that happen, but there's no, like, logical way to explain it. So, sorry.
Just don't do that next time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just whatever you did, try to learn not to do it. That's about all I could say.
I should have went for that tongue extender. There we go. Alright.
I gotta say, the players are sticking with this longer than I would have thought.
Yeah, it's...
I guess there's been a bit of a competition brewing.
Yeah, I'm seeing some success
Maybe.
though. Some good runs. Do we know? Splits look like they're not showing the best runs. You guys are welcome to submit these runs. I mean, we're not going to time them officially, but if you wanted to keep them,
Nah.
and then if other people, eventually in the future play this, we might be able to compare times.
If I get one I'm happy with, I might submit.
Okay.
But this is mostly a fun thing for me.
All right, no problem. I mean, it doesn't. Yeah, always feel free to submit runs. Like, it doesn't matter. It's a few K worth of server space, so it really means nothing that way.
Yeah, it can be easily
Never could.
deleted.
Yeah, it can, but it's, technically we have unlimited server space, but I imagine that if it got really huge, we would start to get angry emails from the...
No, Pibbly! Pibbly, get back here! Oh god, bomb. Another bomb. What? 3 bombs!
Yep.
Where did this Pibbly come from?
Get
I didn't even...
back here! Damn it!
Wow, that guy must have been off screen and somehow managed to not despawn.
Like, it's been over an hour and there's still, like, ridiculous things happening to the player. Where did this come from?
Right, I've never seen that before. No, I'm seeing all kinds of stuff that I've never seen before. So, cool.
That's not gonna work, is it? Oh, not working.
So that door that Dragondarch is trying to get to, you can actually get to it from on top of the Pibbly dispenser.
Oh, you can.
Yeah,
Yes,
do
sir,
a
you
big
can.
Snake jump.
I'll take a damage boost into it then.
Yeah,
Well, that'll work too.
Yeah, I think that's how he did it one time.
Face first into... Okay, not doing what I did before.
Yeah, just do something else.
Anything
I
else?
almost did it, but I stopped short.
Oh, you can jump on things.
Yes, anything that's not pointed at the top you can jump on. Or feet. You can't jump on feet.
Anything pointed and or feet.
Yes.
Get back here! Don't go off screen, please. Thank you. There we go. Oh, this tongue extender.
I want to see the Venn diagram of things you can jump on.
Eventually.
No,
That's a foot with a spike on it, so that falls under. That's where the circles overlap.
Ah.
It's not good enough.
No. That's fine. Brilliant. Does not get old.
There's no way to speed up the score screen, is there?
No, sir. Getting fewer Pibblies will do it.
I really like the sound it makes when it's counting up the score.
Yeah, it makes kind of a brrrr sound.
Yeah.
And if you're playing, it's only really possible on level 8, but you can actually overrun the how high up it goes. Like you can get so many Pibblies that it reaches the top of its of where it's supposed to, you know, where it can go to, and it has to like go back down again. So it'll be brrrr. It's really silly. It's possible only in level 8, the fish level, because there's so many Pibblies in that. Like 80 or something like that, but you can get like over 100, I think, if you do all the parts of it. I did a max score. Well, it's not really max score, but I got a run where I tried to maximize the score in this game that I did a long time ago, many years ago. And so that had some really long bonus screen transitions.
Oh, I guess there is a timer, right? So.
There's a timer, and you actually get points based on how much time you have left on the clock when you go in, too. So if you want to maximize points, you have to do the level pretty efficiently, you know, not get hit, get all the stuff in the level, and then you go all the way to the exit, and you wait around there right by the exit door until the timer runs out and you die.
Oh, that would have been a good time. Waterfall, please.
Oh, it's tricky. But yeah, it's a little bit like, you know, hurry up and wait kind of situations. You do the level pretty well, and then you just end up sitting around for a minute and a half waiting for the timer to run down at each level. The other thing about doing a high score run in this is that you get, when you go into the bonus level, you open up the manhole lid and it takes you down into the bonus level, and you get points for everything that's on the screen at the time that you open it. And it's sort of like a, you know, the way points work in, you know, SMB or something like that, and that it goes up with each thing, you know.
Oh yeah.
It goes up, you know, exponentially or whatever, geometrically,
Or
whatever
something.
the term is. But what you end up doing in order to get, you try to like get the enemies to manipulate them to all be on the screen when you're about to go into one. And you wait for a Pibbly to come by, and you wait for the Pibbly to explode, because you'll notice every time one of those bombs from the Pibbly explodes, it turns into 4 little bits, and all 4 of those bits count as well. And so you're waiting for there to be 2 other Pibblies already on the screen, and a bomb to appear, and for that thing to explode, and to get all 4 pieces at once, if you want to get the maximum points. So it's pretty frustrating.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this Pibbly is
Get
just
back here.
going everywhere. Get
Huh.
back here, you.
But they never fall in the water. They're too smart for that.
The score thing reminds me of, I think it was Radix wanted to do a Luigi's Mansion run where you get all the money. So
Oh.
like all the like bills that scatter when you open things, you have to not miss a single one.
Bonus.
That's tricky. High score runs are pretty cool thing to really try to optimize. It's quite a math problem generally, but and you know, it's very frustrating. Requires some meticulous nature.
And sometimes the result is not very exciting to watch.
No, like particularly in this game where most of the run is spent waiting for the timer to run down so you can enter the exit door with like 99 left on the clock, or whatever the maximum time is. We're waiting around for the right combination of Pibblies and a bomb explosion. I don't even know what Pibblies are. I don't, like, what's, like, a Nibbly Pibbly? Where did they just completely make that name up, or is that based on something?
www.google.com. Nibbly Pibbly. Oasis and the Nibbly Pibbly Party is a band, I suppose. And then Tool Assisted Game Movies, the second match.
Hmm.
Then Game Facts. Apparently, it's like British slang.
A Pibbly is a British slang for something?
Yeah, well, just the phrase Nibbly Pibbly.
Does it say when it dates to? Because it might have been after this game, and
Well, no, it's not like an official thing. I'm looking at it. I'm just
Right.
kind of speculating from something one person has said on the internet.
alright.
What does Urban Dictionary have to say about this?
We're gonna learn like the
I'm gonna find out
dirty
something
meaning
terrible.
of Nibbly
Yeah.
Pibbly.
Yeah.
It isn't defined. Here's our chance.
I always love the usage examples they have, because mostly they're not
Yeah.
really that helpful. It'll just be something like, yeah man, I was on a date last night, and I totally got a Nibbly Pibbly. And you're like, okay. That helps. Or it'd be like, dude, did you see that guy's Nibbly Pibbly?
Is what?
What?
I've never heard that usage before. in
No.
my life.
That's what happens when you go to Urban Dictionary.
Yeah. Right, or they'll be like, wow, check out that Nibbly Pibbly. Dude, that's gross. You're like, yeah, thanks, that's helpful.
Anyway, if I had to guess, I think it's something like fancy schmancy.
Fancy schmancy.
Yeah, but it's kind of stuck up and prissy.
Well,
Nibbly pibbly. It's like an adjective.
okay. Huh.
Like if you were gonna make fun of someone drinking wine with his pinky in the air.
Right. Oh, he's so nibbly pibbly.
Yeah.
Well, in British slang, nibbles is snacks, right? You say have some nibbles or something. You would say that for snacks. I don't know. I could be completely making this up, but
That sounds like a thing.
it sounds like it. I mean, obviously, even in American English, we have, you know, to nibble on something is to snack on it, but we don't generally refer to the collection of things you can snack on to be nibbles. Although we have kibbles, whatever that means.
And bits.
Kibbles and bits, yeah. Pibbles and bits, and bits and bits.
Bibbles and
That was a
nips.
good level too.
No, that's something else.
Biscuit is British for cookie. Thanks, Mikey. Now we have the official word. Now we know how to say cookie. But not all kinds of cookies, though. Apparently, I'm told that only some kinds of cookies are biscuits.
Ooh, I might have had it. Now I need to go back up to farm a bit. Get back here. That might do it. No, that still doesn't do it.
Sounds like Metroid 1 music, but it's like a weird variation on it.
That was it.
How is that a bomb?
That's true. Elevators are lifts. You also say, like, if you want to sit, you don't say have a seat, you say have a sit. And you can also use, like, you'd say have a sleep, I guess, instead of take a nap. They use a lot of, like, have a verb things to mean stuff. Oh, this has turned into just a random discussion on the little we know about British
My sister
phrasing.
moved to England, went to just outside London for a number of years. So she came back and she would use all these weird little things. I was like, oh, so do you want to maybe, like, you know, go see a thing? And she's like, oh yeah, I could do. And I was
Right.
like, okay.
Freaking hell, don't go off screen, you. Damn it.
Did she ask questions like this? Like in
Yeah,
English,
yes,
whenever you ask
yes.
a yes or no question, you
She would.
inflect up at the end, but in British,
what I
you
mean?
inflect up on the penultimate syllable instead. It's kind of a weird thing.
This is not good.
Wow, guys, you guys are getting much better at snake rattle and roll. Wow, the improvements.
Say that just as I fall off the edge.
That's the curse, the commentator's curse.
So how many points would I probably want to farm here? That might be good. Let's try that. Is that good? No, not quite. 2 bombs, why?
Cards of the Heart has cut the binary dragon.
Yes. 221.
What? 221 in the door. Look at that.
Wow, nice job.
May as well send it in. Sounds good. Wow, cool. So that's a nice normal goal length. And you've been playing this for less than an hour, so that's... I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
think that 3 levels of the game, the first 3 levels, is that bad for a mystery goal.
Yeah, 3 levels isn't too bad.
But
think
I
it's
did not
just,
want to take the
Not bad.
risk of having a double DNF.
It's just a very specific set of skills you need to deal with the isometric
And you'll
nature
save
of it. And
those.
so
Yeah.
if your 2 players just kind of don't have that, then yeah.
No, I'm just saying that it's doable. I'm not saying that you guys couldn't have done it. You might have. I didn't want to end up looking like the cruel guy who made that goal if it turned out to be you know, incompletable.
Oh, your tongue can get so long. And the drops are also really long.
Yep.
Oh yeah, have fun getting through that part with the speed power up. I guess you don't have
Oh,
to
that's a
now.
bomb. That was an extra life. That was a bomb.
Oh, that was the bomb extra life? How do you like that?
Wow.
Nice troll game. Nice troll.
That's even better than those like Mega Man get things that are actually enemies, that they look like the 1-ups.
Mhm.
At least that one
Oh,
you
that's
kind of
very
you walk on the
hilarious.
screen and you're like, all right, that thing's probably an enemy, but that extra life, just wow.
Dang.
Bonus stage.
I'm curious to see how far you can get, because I think level 4 is where it starts to get hard. And level 5 is, you're not gonna like it.
Oh, jeez, really?
No, I don't. Oh, there's an anvil.
Yes.
That was cheating. It was following me around.
All right, let me give you a hint. You can get if you can trick the anvil to landing on that scale, you can get out of the level.
That requires me not getting crushed by the other hand.
Yeah.
That has to be enough.
Hey, there we go.
Don't.
Stage 4 finished.
Nice.
Anvil strats.
Yep.
Damn.
Actually, for the longest time, I didn't know you could do that. Like, I started out only playing the with warps version of this speedrun. And, like, I found that one day, I just accidentally, like, had the anvil land on the thing. I had been collecting Pibblies. And I was like, whoa, that's amazing. I wonder if the TAS knows about this. And I watched the TAS, and of course it did it. So I was like, wow. Good job with your research, Feasel.
Oh god, these Pibblies can fly.
Yep, now we're into flying Pibbly territory. This is where they start to be really trolly.
Oh, that's a bomb. That's another bomb. That's a flying Pibbly that I can't reach.
Get back here! No, don't fly off screen. No.
Cards is getting closer to cutting the Mikey.
Getting there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I don't want to grab that power up.
Yeah, that power up, in quotes. Sarcastic air quote, power up. Yeah, that little flashing thing in the bottom of the yellow platform that Dragondarch is on right now, that reverses the D-pad. And of course they place it right in the way.
That put me back. So yellows are worth more than the other two colors, right?
Yeah, yellows are worth 3.
There we go.
That power up. Oh, that wasn't on the carpet.
Yeah, good luck figuring out the perspective on that one.
What the? Okay, there's a wall there that I didn't see. Those blue things are gonna do something. I'm jumping.
Yeah, don't trust those blue things.
I'm trusting nothing.
They're little pistons that push you off the ledge.
I'm glad I jumped them then. Right, there's a foot down here. Whoa, that foot! Get away from me, foot. Nobody likes you. Oh no, the power up.
Wow.
Weird. Oh no.
And I'm out of continues.
Nice going though. You got to level 5.
That power up. Why?
Level 2 shortcut near the exit.
Why would you put that in the game?
There, you should have seen the very end of that level that you were on. There's like you have to make a long jump, and right at the spot that you land onto the platform on, they put one right there. So the moment that you land on it, you turn around and walk right into the spike pit because you're already holding forward. And you just got to change directions.
No, why?
Alright, so Cards of the Heart. This might help you, but you can jump from the Nibbly Pibbly dispenser to the exit door directly.
It's good to know. Wasn't sure if I could make that, but okay, there we go.
Yep, it's 2 over, 2 up, but you can make that. I mean 2 over, 2 like northeast, and then 1 square up.
It's like the formatting on what I tried to type got completely
It did not like your
destroyed.
formatting, huh?
Really, you're gonna fly that way? Are you serious?
I just realized
Very
I wanted to paste in everyone's Twitch channels.
Thanks for doing that. Yeah, please give these runners a follow.
Alright, let's see.
I'll admit, Snake Rattle and Roll was more fun than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, you seem to get the hang of it. Now try to beat the whole game at some point.
It's definitely better than Swamp Ass.
I think so too.
There's a reason Mecha calls it Swamp Ass.
I know. When you map jump and run to the same button,
Yep.
I never actually figured that out. I just assumed that the jump made you go fast. Because I would hold it down while I was jumping, and he would go faster.
I recognized it once I heard like the sound effects, as it sounds exactly like Bart versus the Space Mutants.
Oh.
The sound effects are identical, so I kind of figured, okay, they probably weren't smart enough to make better controls, so yeah.
Freaking hell.
That yellow Pibbly is just hyper.
There we go.
Yeah.
Didn't help me much there, but that was very good to know.
Oh, did I lose the screen? Oh, okay. Is your screen all black, JLo, and intentionally?
Yeah, I closed out for
Okay, good. Just checking. That it wasn't on my end. Yeah. In this case, yeah, usually for the bonus game I would pick something that either didn't work for the regular show or something that... I don't know, one time for one of the episodes we had all ninja related stuff, so I picked Samurai Pizza Cats as the bonus game, but it's just some random thing. Sometimes something that's too difficult. This game, we used this as a mystery game way back, and it proved to be a very difficult mystery goal, so I thought it might make an interesting bonus game.
I think the 3 levels though is just the right length, honestly.
Yeah, I do,
Yeah.
but I think that the people who choose it need to just be aware that, the isometric controls are a thing, and you gotta be, willing to put up with it.
Right.
I bet that if I had left it at all 3 levels the last time, I bet that both people would have been able to finish it. To at least have, gotten a run in, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I think I've had enough of Snake Rattle and
Oh
Roll.
wow. Actually, I will
Alright,
grab them out of there.
sounds good to me.
So I'm out.
Alright,
and,
cool.
I guess the show's
That's it for us
up,
then.
really.
Alright, thanks everyone for watching. We got another SGL coming up next Saturday, 4 p.m. Eastern Time on this same channel. And we've got 4 new players. Well, no, it was 2 new players, 2 returning players next week.
And Sunday sequence break tomorrow.
And a Sunday, that's right, thank you for reminding me. Sunday Sequence Break tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to be doing our AGDQ Hype episode. We've got on a few people who are going to AGDQ, and we're going to talk with them and just discuss what's going to happen to get you guys in the mood. And then, of course, do world records. So that's what's going on then.
Very nice.
Woo! Alright.
Did you say what the game was for next week?
I didn't yet, but I will tweet it out this evening. In a couple hours, I'll have the game, the goals officially posted to the runners, and then I'll announce what the game is.
Okay.
All
Or
right.
you could mention it on Sunday sequence break tomorrow.
I indeed will. You always forget, but then Flicky reminds me, so that's probably what'll happen tomorrow.
There you go.
Nice. Alright. See everybody next time.
Cheers.
Later.
Catch you
Later,
later.
everyone.